we're just stopping back at home to pick up Franny and have some tea and a couple bites of our tiramisu. We got some at the restaurant. It's our favorite little restaurant, and they had a special edition tiramisu, like a bittersweet, for Valentine's Day. I'm so excited to try it. And then Sam also got this little Negroni to have tonight. We are in the Whole Foods parking lot. Sam ran in. We're getting a big storm this week, tomorrow actually. They're predicting, I think, like a foot of snow or something, and it might be mixed with rain, so a lot of ice. Whenever we get these big storms, everyone goes to the grocery store, us included, to try and like get stuff before it comes, because we're probably not going to leave the house tomorrow. So they were out of a lot of stuff at Wegmans. So Sam just ran in to Whole Foods to grab the few things that we couldn't find at Wegmans, like cilantro and poblano, just stuff like that. This week we're doing miso ginger chuck roast. And then we're going to do some like broiled chicken thighs to make tacos, and then a chili. And my friend Kayla's coming over this week to celebrate my birthday. And so I'm going to do the chili for that, which should be good. It's like a really good foolproof recipe that is tried and true and we love. So it's just been a long day and trying to fit everything in before the storm. We went out to the city where we're going to be getting married. We have like a favorite restaurant there. So we grabbed some lunch and tiramisu. Did a little thrifting out there. I found two things from Ralph Lauren. One is like a classic kind of cable knit V-neck sweater, which was brand new, tagged still on. So that was super exciting. And then another really cool, fun, like printed sweater. So I'm going to get those washed up so I can wear them and enjoy them before winter is gone and we are back in sunny San Diego. We've been watching old seasons of Survivor. This is our second fans versus favorites. If you watch Survivor, then you know. We'll probably get cozy and watch some old episodes of that and wait for the snow to arrive. It should be here, I think, within a few hours. This looks so good. What did we make tonight? It's a like
ginger miso chuck roast.
Looks so good. We're gonna have it over white rice, which we're just starting. And I did a little bit of quick pickled, makeshift pickled cucumber and carrot to go on top with a little bit of cilantro as well. Light on. Happy Monday. Today is actually President's Day, but Sam is working and I have also been working. My PI reached out to me this morning about having a meeting, so I did that and worked on a few things. I just finished lunch and I was hopping back into it. I just sent a message like about to hop into working on something and we lost power. It's really windy here today. Let's see just how windy. So 27 feels like 8, wind gusts up to 46 miles per hour. That is quite a bit and I can definitely hear it. So anyway, we lost power. I went around and closed all of the blinds that I could just to try and preserve warmth in the house because it is very cold outside. And I'm gonna try not to open the doors or anything like that, not go out. So I don't know, hopefully, I looked up the power map. It obviously just happened, but I did look up the power map and they didn't have this region on the map yet, but they had some nearby regions. So maybe it just hasn't been documented yet. I doubt it's just our house. Anyway, hopefully, I don't know if you can hear it. It's kind of scary. I have a pile of clean clothes here next to me. I could probably work on putting those away. I might just take advantage of this cozy moment, have my tea, and maybe do a little bit of reading until it assumingly comes back on. I feel like this vlog has been a little bit all over the place, but I guess life has too, right? So it's Wednesday, it's 9:30 a.m. on the dot. I have another interview at 11 a.m. This individual is a consultant that helps educators, faculty implement AI in the classroom. So looking forward to that. And that's my only meeting of the day. And then my friend is coming over this afternoon. I think we might work for a little bit together and then have dinner. So that's the plan, hoping for the best. Hopefully this interview can spark a little bit of inspiration for me and kind of get me going on the writing front. I'm wearing another one of those clips in my hair that I can't remember if I showed it. I think I showed it in the last vlog. I got that little pack of clips from Amazon. Did you see this one? As you can probably tell, I basically have nothing to say today. I'm just like so drained. Mentally, physically, all of the above. I am feeling drained. My birthday is in a few days. I think I might get a facial on my birthday, so I need to also remember to set that up. Good morning. Today's Saturday. If I haven't already mentioned, today is my 30th birthday. It's about 8:30 a.m. We are as bundled up as we can possibly be. It's 21 degrees out right now. We're gonna go to a little area nearby and go on a walk and just try to enjoy this frigid winter air, get a little bit of fresh air. I think it'll be nice, some movement. Sam just ran back in the house because we forgot Franny's puffer coat and she's like groaning, she's cold.
Ready? Come on.
Are you cold?
It's chilly. My nose hurts.
Yeah, my nose hurts too. So pretty. These are exciting. These are gorgeous. Yeah. I'll take it.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Branzino, potatoes, pesto.
We haven't like come.
Super random. It's a random China hutch.
It's a random China hutch for sure. I wanted to do this for so long. It's really good.
Yeah, it's good. You can't even see me.
Could you not that whole time?
No.
Oh my god, babe.
I didn't realize it.
I didn't realize we couldn't see you. Well, shoot.
Best year of our lives, huh?
30-30. Yeah. Happy Sunday. We are up and at 'em, getting ready to go do some grocery shopping. The Symphony was pretty amazing last night. It definitely felt like once in a lifetime experience. It was pretty incredible. What did you think of the Symphony, hun?
I liked it.
Sam liked it a lot. There was, I guess, what would you say? There was like 3 parts to it?
Yeah, like three concerts.
Yeah, 3 different concertos, and Sam's favorite was the first one. My favorite was the second one. And then there was like an intermission and then the third one. So it actually did go really quickly, but we really enjoyed it. What's the temperature today? Let's see, it's currently 34, feels like 26. High of 39 today, that's pretty warm. We're warming up a tiny bit over the next week. Let's see what we're working with today. I feel like I haven't seen that hat on you in a while. Mm-hmm. It is officially spring training, so the baseball hats are out. Okay, so that's option 1.
Mm-hmm.
This is option 2. I like option 2.
Yeah, it fits better.
Yeah, option 2 is nice. And then, is it just between those?
Yeah, the other one doesn't. I don't think it fits very well.
All right, option 2 it is. For my outfit, I have on this beanie that I got on clearance from Gap. I wanted a brown beanie for a while, and it's been very cozy. Then I have on the faux fur coat that I shared a couple of vlogs ago. I wore this last night to the Symphony with the red dress that I also shared. I'll see if I have, I don't think I really have a photo of myself like standing in just the dress, but I ended up really loving it. I was nice and warm and cozy, and those Amazon fleece lined tights were perfect. I've loved this coat. It's very warm and cozy, and I've gotten lots of compliments already. Are we debating number 3 again? Show me number 3. Oh, is that it? I think number 2 is the one.
Yeah. I wish that this one fit better, but it's like wide.
A little big. It's okay. Number 2 looked really good. And then I have on this Ralph Lauren cable knit sweater. I mentioned I got this thrifting and have absolutely loved it. It's so cozy. I actually wore it yesterday during the day too, and I'm just re-wearing it. And then I have on my comfy wide leg Levi's that I can't take off. And then for shoes I have on these little Clark's Wallabies. Really quickly, I'm taking my Armra. There is a new one on the way in the mail. I'm almost out, but I've been taking this for many months now. I'll have to go back and see. I feel like I started taking it around summer maybe. I'll have to go and see if it's been longer. I don't remember, but maybe fall. But I do think it has helped with the health of my hair. I'm dealing with a lot less hair fall than I was previously. And I also feel like it's helped with skin and things like that, immunity. So I do have a code that I will put here on screen and down in the description for you so that you can get a discount to try it out. Tuesday. I'm just putting the final touches on my makeup here, and then I'm going to have a quick little breakfast and get started working for the day. I've got messages that have already come in. I have been reflecting this morning as I've been getting ready, and there's kind of a topic that I've been wanting to touch on. It's a little bit more of, I guess, a philosophical topic, but I also think that it has practical elements to it. Obviously, in this video, I've shown myself doing a lot of fun things, celebrating my birthday and stuff like that, and I definitely don't take that for granted. Growing up, I didn't have as many of those kind of fun, happy experiences as maybe would have been healthy or beneficial for me to have. And so one thing I've noticed about myself as an adult is when it comes to things that I value, fun isn't at the top of the list. I kind of recognize this about myself within the past, I would say 6 months to a year, I started watching and reading content from Susie Welch. I've spoken about her at least once before on this channel. She talks a lot about values and how our values really guide our lives, and we each value different things. So like some of us really value success or fame. Others really value quality time spent with family or elements of our work versus how we look. And we just all have different values. And fun is one of the values that she mentioned one day. And it made me reflect on the fact that I actually don't value fun as much as other people do. And so it's kind of this battle within myself, right? Of like, okay, deciding, is that something that I should want to change about myself? Or is that just kind of a value that isn't as high on the list for me as maybe it is for other people? So anyway, over the past, like I said, I would say maybe like 6 months, I've kind of gone through this back and forth of like, what are my values? And values can change too, but what are my values at this time in my life? Stuff like that. All that is to say that I'm so thankful for what I have gotten to experience in my adult life and just the positive and enriching experiences that I've had. I don't take it for granted at all. With that, naturally, there are still going to be elements of my life that I'm unhappy with, right? We all have something to be unhappy about. I do think there's this balance naturally between being grateful for the good things in our lives, but then also acknowledging and allowing ourselves space to be unhappy about things. And I've been reflecting on the benefits of being unhappy. I wanted to share a few of those with you today because it's possible that some of you are unhappy while you're watching this video, or that you've been dealing with feelings of unhappiness for some time now. So I thought, why don't we reflect a little bit on what some of the benefits of being unhappy are? I'm gonna go get my lipstick and then I'll come back and we'll get started on this. Actually a little bit chilly. Okay, so what are some benefits of being unhappy? The first thing that I thought about is motivation for change. When we are unhappy, clearly there is something going on within our lives, some sort of dynamic or relationship with others or even with ourselves that we don't like. Maybe we don't like something about our environment. Maybe we don't like something about our work, whatever it may be. A lot of times when we experience those feelings, I think we can try to distract ourselves, maybe by like going on social media, right? I think that's probably one of the quickest and easiest ones, the lowest hanging fruit. But sometimes some of us will actually indulge more or invest more, dive more into other aspects of our lives. So sometimes it is work. Sometimes when we work too much, it might be because we're unhappy with another aspect of our life. And so we're gaining some sort of like satisfaction or pleasure from the work alone. Whatever it may be, there's this tendency to distract ourselves. And when we do that, when we sort of chronically indulge, I think, in those distractions, we resist and kind of miss the opportunity to reflect on the things that we're unhappy about. And with that reflection, I think comes that motivation to change, right? There's like this quote, you won't change until you're sick enough of yourself or something like that. And I think that there is definitely something to that. I think if we allow ourselves that time to actually reflect on our unhappiness, what is making us unhappy and what can we do about it, it can help motivate us toward change and toward creating a life that we are happier in, more satisfied in, that fills us up more. With that, another benefit is just, I think, that urge to reflect in itself. I do think that there is this natural urge for us to reflect on ourselves and our lives when we are experiencing those negative emotions like unhappiness, dissatisfaction. So I would say, in addition to motivating change, another benefit to being unhappy is just this gift of reflection, which I think is necessary really to us kind of leveling up in life, right? A third benefit, I think, of being unhappy is it teaches us what we want and what we don't want. Some of us have the opportunity to grow up with incredible role models or mentors who teach us what we want to be like and what we want our lives to be like. For others, maybe we've had more of the experience of seeing firsthand what we don't want in our lives or what we don't want to be like. That's been really, really valuable in my life, is learning how to recognize when someone is living their lives in a way that I don't want to live mine, that doesn't align well for me. There's a lot that we can learn from that and from noticing that. So I would say another benefit to being unhappy is it helps us distinguish what it is that we don't want from what it is that we do want. And that's really powerful because it's only when we are clear on what we want that we can really pursue and actualize those dreams or aspirations. So we've spoken about how unhappiness can help help motivate change for us. It can help us to reflect more on ourselves and our lives. It can also help us distinguish what it is that we want from what it is that we don't want. Last benefit that I have found from it being unhappy is it makes the happy times that much greater. We really do need that contrast, I think, in our lives to experience richness and all that there is to offer. There's ebb and flow, there's yin and yang, there are waves, and that's just the way that our lives and existence function here in this universe. I believe that, and I think that we can see that through so many examples just here on Earth with seasons and the waves of the ocean, hormone cycles within ourselves, right? There are so many different signs and signatures that reflect that pattern. In those times when we are unhappy, it's so valuable to remind ourselves that this will change, right? That there is power and possibility in these waves. And if we can allow ourselves to really accept the fact that we are feeling unhappy and reflect on what it's trying to tell us about ourselves and the way that we are interacting with the world around us, and the life that we are creating for ourselves, it can help motivate us to make necessary changes in our lives that we want to make, in pursuit of that happiness, in pursuit of the life that we want to live. I think that there's a lot of power in just accepting when we are feeling unhappy, not trying to resist it, but allowing ourselves to process it so that we can then move forward and kind of make the changes, take the steps that we need to take to kind of level up and actualize those dreams that we have for ourselves and our life, because I do think that we all have them. So I hope that you enjoyed this end to the video. It's always a little bit vulnerable when we share things like that about kind of more personal sort of reflections or experiences, but I think that too can be really powerful because it sort of creates space for all of us to maybe let ourselves feel something a little bit deeper, which I think is quite rare in our society today, even more rare than it was when I was young. So yeah, I think we have to kind of return to those roots within ourselves as humans and let ourselves dive a bit deeper. Anyway, that's that. I'm going to have a quick breakfast, like I mentioned, and then get started on work for the day. But as always, I do want to thank you so much for being here and just sticking with me if you've been here for a minute and giving this video a shot if you are here for the first time. I hope that you'll come back again. Have I had like a booger there the whole time? I'll see you in my next video. Bye.